Hello dear students, how are you all? I am Priyanka Deshpande, your computer teacher. Children, till now in our chapter that is functions and charts in OpenOffice Calc, we have seen different types of functions, different types of errors. We have even seen options like sort, filter and conditional formatting. Today, in today's chapter, we're going to see cell referencing. So, basically, there are three types of cell referencing. They are relative cell reference, absolute cell reference, and mixed cell reference. So, we're going to see what are these cell referencing and how do this all three cell referencing are different from each other and how do they work exactly. So, let's go.
In today's video, we are going to see what is cell referencing. Cell referencing is the format used for addressing a particular cell in a formula or a function. A cell address is also called a cell referencing as it is used to refer a cell. And there are three types of cell referencing. They are relative cell reference, absolute cell reference, and mixed cell reference. Now, children, let us first see what is relative cell reference. For that, we need to OpenOffice Calc. See here now. This is the example for relative cell reference where I have um, given four columns. That is, one is of now. See here, I have uh, I have given four columns. That is, one is for name, next is for score for English, score for computer, and the last one is for total. Now, if I ask you what are total marks for John, if I ask you what are the total marks for John, so how will you calculate using mathematical function, and which mathematical function you will use? Correct. You will use sum formula, right? So how to write that formula? Give equals to sign, write down name of the formula, that is sum, opening round bracket, and now we are going to give cell reference. So what is the cell reference here? B3 and C3. We're going to calculate marks for John using some formula, and we have given cell reference, that is B3, marks for English is in B3 and marks for computer is in C3. Press enter. We have got the total marks. Now, when I will drag this cell using the fill handle, it will simply copy the formula in the cells, in the other cells. Now let's see what is the formula here applied for calculating the marks for Rita. Can you see it in the formula bar? The formula is sum equals to B4 and C4. Now let us see what is the formula applied for calculating total marks for Rahul. That is B5 and C5. Now let us see the formula applied for calculating the total marks of Radha. That is B6 and C6. Now can you see, students, formula is same but the cell referencing has changed, right? The cell referencing are changing. This concept is called as relative cell reference. So when the reference of the cells change according to the location, this concept is called as relative cell reference. It is a location based cell reference. You can write a formula only once and copy the formula in other cell. So the advantage of cell referencing, the advantage of relative cell referencing is you can write a formula only once and copy the formula in other cells. However, you must copy and paste formula correctly. Absolute cell reference. The cell reference used in a formula stays the same when you copy and move the formula to any other cell. It is done by typing $sign in front of row and column. Now let us not see this example, we will do it practically. So let's go on the calc sheet again. We have our own example already. We have calculated marks and we have seen what is relative cell reference over here. Now let us see what is absolute cell reference. Now student, next is I want to calculate percentage for all the students over here. Okay, how to calculate percentage? We know the basic formula for the basic calculation for finding out the percentage. That is, we're going to uh, use we are going to divide achieved marks by total marks into 100, right? So let us use it. Equals to sign total marks. Let me change this now. Marks of 10. I'm going to write a formula now. Equals to cell reference I'm giving, that is 171. Now I'm going to divide this 171 by how many marks? So say English and computer carries 100 marks, so total marks will be 200, right? So let's start. Equals to cell reference of marks of 10 divided by cell reference I'm giving now for total marks, that is E11, right? And I am going to multiply this by 100. So this asterisk sign works as multiplication sign in computers, and I'm going to multiply it by 100. Now let me press enter, and this gives us the percentage which John has of 10. Now to copy the formula, we know I have to drag it using fill handle. Now let us see whether it works or not. Now see children, there is something wrong in this calculation. Let us find out. So we have got the error, that is hash div slash 0. Now we have already seen different types of errors in OpenOffice Calc. This error says that the value is divided by 0. Now let us find out how to fix this problem. Now let's see in the formula bar. Here D4, that is this cell 170, correct, divided by E12. So this is divided by E12, and is there any value in E12 cell? See E and 12. Is there any value? There is no value, and then it is multiplied by 100. Therefore we are getting this error. Again let us see in the next cell 158, correct, and it is divided by E13. Again there is no value in E13. Therefore we are getting this error. Now let us take the last one. The last one is this. For Radha, total marks obtained is 177, and it is again divided by cell E14. Now children, see there is no value in E14. So basically we are getting this error because the values are divided by 0, and we don't want to divide it by 0, we want to divide it by 200, right? For that I need to fix this cell because the cells are changing as per the rules of relative cell reference, right? Now we are going to fix this cell so that the we get the correct percentage, right? How to fix the cell? How to fix the cell? To fix the cell, you need to put dollar sign in front of row and column. So let us do it. Row is E, and I'm going to insert a dollar sign over here, and column is E, and row is 11. Now this cell, that is E11, will be fixed for all the other cells too. Dollar sign to fix the cell. I am pressing enter, and now let me drag it. Done. Now see, E E11 cell is same for all the is same in all the calculation, and it has not been changed now. So this is the concept of absolute cell reference, where the cell referencing does not get changed, and to apply of absolute cell reference you need to put dollar sign in front of column and row. Now let us see the last type, that is mixed cell reference. It consists of an absolute column and a relative row, or an absolute row and a relative column. Now, what we have done in absolute cell reference, we have fixed a particular cell, right? So we have fixed row as well as column to fix a cell. Here in mixed cell reference, either it can be an absolute column and absolute row and relative row, or absolute row and a relative column. That means it can be the combination of relative and absolute cell referencing. So what is mixed cell referencing? It is the combination of both relative and absolute cell referencing. When the formula is copied, the relative referencing changes, but the absolute referencing does not change. We have already seen this. We have seen that when we are using absolute cell reference, it does not get changed, and when we are using relative cell reference, it gets changed. So let us do one example. Let us do it practically. Now see here, children, this is multiplication table, where we are going to use the concept of mixed cell reference. So let us try how we can use it. Now we're going to multiply here. If I want to see the output over here, what will be the output? That is 1 into 1. Let us give it cell reference. Let us use the cell reference B4 and A1. So this 1, that is B4, will be constant for all these cells, right? Let us try. So I'm going to give cell reference equals to A1, A5. What is the cell reference of this? A5 into B4. Now to copy the formula, I am going to use fill handler and I am going to drag it. Let us see whether we get the correct answer or not. Now just see if there is something wrong in this calculation. As per the calculation, when I want to multiply this A6, that is 2, with 1, answer should be 2. Okay. Now here, when I want to multiply 3, when I am multiplying 3 by 1, it should be 3 over here, because 3 into 1 is 3, but here I am getting 6. Again, 4 into 1 should be 4, but here the answer is 24. And check here, 5 into 1 should be 5, but the answer is 120. Now let us check what is wrong with the formula. Now see here, it is A5, let's check. It is A5, this one, and B4, correct? Now let us check the next. Here, the cell reference is of A6. Okay, A6 is this cell, and B5. B5 is this one. So again, I want this cell to be constant, right? I want this cell to be constant, and if you can see now, just look at the formula bar. If you can see here, A6, the numbers that A5, A6, A7, this one is okay. I want this number in my calculation, but I don't want this value to be changed, but it is changing. Like, see here, it is B5, that is 1. Then again in this formula, A7 is 3, correct? I want this value, and the next value taken by the formula is B6, which is this one. I want this value to be fixed. For that we will use absolute cell reference. Okay, so let us check, let us do it practically now. If I want to fix the cell, we already see we have to put dollar sign. Now this cell is fixed. Now let us copy the formula, drag it with the fill handle. Now see, answer is correct. So every time this cell value will be fixed because it's this cell. Now as this is done, it is ready, can I simply select it and drag it vertically to get the answer? See, now again this is something wrong which I can see right now. Here 2 into 2 should be 4, right? Here 2 into 3 should be 6. Now what is wrong? Let us see. Now here 1 into 2 should be 2, but the formula says B4 cell is fixed over here. So again everything over here is getting multiplied by 1 only, therefore we are getting this answer. Now let us change it. Okay, now the data which we have got is not correct, so let us delete it, and again let us work on it. Now we have used the concept of relative cell reference here as well as absolute cell reference, but to get the exact address we need to use mixed cell reference concept over here. Now what is that? We are going to fix this column as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 over here is a fixed value. So it is in the column A. We are going to fix this column and we are going to fix this row, that is row number 4. Now let us see how. So equals to fix any column or row, we have to put which sign in front of it? Dollar sign. So dollar sign, and A5. So I've used this, I've placed dollar sign in front of A. That means only the column A is fixed, okay, not rows. Only column is fixed, not rows. Into cell B4, and now in front of 4, that is in front of row, I am going to use what? Dollar sign, because I want these values to be fixed, that is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this column, and from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this row. So these values will be constant. This value should not be changed, but other values will be changed. So I am fixing a row over here and a column in the next cell referencing. So let us see now. I am dragging the formula. Okay, so 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2, okay, 1 into 3 is 3, and so on. And now let me drag it vertically. So the last value, that is 5 into 5, should be 25 and is correct. So this is the concept of mixed cell reference where as given in the PPT, where it consists of absolute column and a relative row, or absolute row and a relative column, where we are fixing either a row or either a column in a given cell referencing. So today we have seen, children, relative cell reference, absolute cell reference, and mixed cell reference. Tomorrow we are going to see in the that's all for today. In the next class, we are going to see different charts in OpenOffice Calc, which is the last topic of our lesson. And I hope you are solving the worksheet simultaneously.
So that's all for today, students. I hope you have enjoyed today's class, and we'll meet soon in next class. Till then, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.